Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. I hope you're having a phenomenal weekend. Let's take a quick look here at Solana, see what's going on, just to jump into the backend data. Keep this really quick and easy. Solana is one of the few coins today that's looking like it wants to push through that 150 barrier. There's a decent chance we do see that with this macro liquidation between 148 and 152. That being said, if you look at other altcoins, majority of altcoins are struggling really hard right now, and Solana is one of the few, once more, that's actually looking decent. I generally recommend this kind of weekend price action, super slow, low volume, Bitcoin kind of stuck on stupid, and altcoins mostly stunted out. Probably best not to trade much. Just throwing it out there. Anyways, don't forget to hit the like button, comment below if you get a chance. What's your position on Solana? Looking at here at liquidation delta, we're right about 1 billion in liquidation long delta. That's better than not, right? That's better than most other coins that are actually at break even or below. Generally implying we have more longs than shorts, which is favorable, right? And speaking of which, we take a look here and kind of zoom in to see it, but there's 146 as a heavy concentration of local open interest. So people are heavy in the 146 to 147 range. Once more, I don't trust that kind of price action, specifically based on how poorly altcoins are doing, but once more, this is one of those outliers. So taking a look here, what we want to identify on the daily is that we have a bullish backtest, this descending trend line. So it's a good sign, implying that the 140 is probably that local bottom, right? So we don't have a ton of consistency in pushing the price action down. We zoom out a little bit here, 145 is that point of control. So in the last, since the 5th of June, we've basically seen the most amount of volume at 145. Reinforces that support, especially with local open interest at 146. So decent chance we see this level hold and continue further up because of that. Majority of other indications here are breaking bullish, not quite there yet, but we're getting there. So closing today above this 145, 146 level is going to be huge because it's going to be important to be able to close above our local high. And if you look on the 4-hour time frame, a little easier to identify, whereas we got our local high here of roughly 147. We're testing that level right now, potential breakout. Now, this isn't a guarantee, of course, but we are starting to see a retest of this range and likelihood of further upside. Generally speaking, in situations like this, you look for a bullish backtest of that horizontal trend and or support and resistance. So if we see the price push up to sweep the liquidation, getting in around 146 to 147 with that bullish backtest would be an optimal situation, pending Bitcoin isn't on its way down at that point, right? So there's always that little caveat. All that said, though, 4-hour time frame does look mostly bullish. Everything here is looking pretty strong. And the one thing that's contradictory to the majority of the market, whereas Solana is looking better, is that volumes remaining high. In other words, we have more volume flowing into Solana in the last couple of days than majority of other altcoins. Therefore, the price is going higher. Big surprise, more volume provides a higher price point. So that's kind of where we're at. I'd say pay attention to the volume. If it starts to dissipate, starts to cut out, then it may be time to consider either a short or the price action pulling back. Between now and then, you're generally best not to kind of try to short against this kind of price action, as well as liquidation long delta being at roughly 1 billion. So those are all positive signs here. Is this a perfect situation? No, never truly is, but it's one of the better trade setups in the market right now, and that's saying something because there's a lot of garbage in the market right now. So hopefully that makes sense. I described it correctly. Make sure to my community and those who are considering a new exchange, link down below for Bitunix, folks. They have an awesome reward bonus this month, and next month too. We have things backed up month to month, so just kind of a good opportunity for our traders. No KYC or VPN required. We'll look forward to seeing the next one, though. I deeply appreciate you. Thanks again so much for your time. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.